Hello guys, the name's Ophelia. Welcome back to my channel. I give advices on self-development and mental health, and I know I haven't uploaded in a while, and it's because I had my exams and some very important things I've had to put on priority, but I'm back now and I will be uploading more regularly again like I did before, or hopefully better. So, manifestation, here we are again because you guys literally just love these videos. So, number one, the belief should be normalized in your head. It should not be seeming like it's a big thing. Like, if you can imagine it, you can do it. You need to have audacity. That's the first thing. For example, let's say you want to manifest having, I don't know, 10 lakh rupees or something, but you just earn like 1 lakh a month. Okay, you want to earn like a higher salary or something, and that just seems like out of reach for you. And here's the problem: a person who has that belief normalized in their head that I earn this much and of course I'm going to get this much will have that belief, will not be thinking of it like a big thing, will not be putting it on a pedestal. So, number one thing I would tell you guys is to normalize it, because if that thing is not normalized in your head, when it comes in, you might not be open to receiving it. It's almost like how when you get something, you almost sabotage it. Like you're always, like, let's say you always wanted someone who understands you, you always wanted connection, good friends, but you're someone who has never had great friendships. So, because of that, when a good friendship comes in, because you're not prepared for that, even when it does come in, you sabotage it, right? The same thing can happen with literally every single one of our manifestations, because if you're not open to receiving it, you will literally chase it away even when it's like right in front of you. How do you think frequency illusion works? This is another thing. When you wake up first thing in the morning and you say, I want to see red cars today, I want to see butterflies today, I don't know, anything, you will see more of those. And it's like they were always there in front of you. It's just today you are seeing them and you are not even putting in half the effort, right? But you're seeing them more. So, similarly, things that can be right in front of us, we can be blind to them if we are not open to receiving them, if we don't have the right mindset. So the first thing is normalize it in your head. Whatever you're manifesting, it should be normalized in your head. And you know what's my number one tip for this? Think in terms of how would a person who already has this, what kind of side beliefs would that person have? And I just said side beliefs, yes, because let's say you're manifesting 100 on 100 in some test, right? On some English test. So your side beliefs, a person who would get 100 in that test would ideally be someone who has confidence. First of all, they enter the exam hall with confidence. Number two, they would be someone who would think they're good at English. Number three, they would be someone who would be used to high test scores in English, right? They would be someone who knows how to write the exam. There's someone who feels relatively more confident around them. There's someone who tells themselves, I'm good academically, I am very good at English, so on and so forth. Basically, the self concept in this regard would also be high. Even if you don't feel you are good at the subject or that you don't really want to study and so on, I think it's very possible to manifest it, because you can manifest in an abundance of ways for obvious reasons. Like that thing can come to you very easily. Like, think about it this way: there are some people who don't even study and they get such high scores, and you're like, how is that even possible? And it's not even like they're lying that they don't study. No, it's like they generally just don't study and they just have the highest scores. How is it possible? And it's just like luck, that's what they call it. But why can't you be that lucky? Who said you can't be lucky? Who said that? It can be anything. It can be anything. You can have 1,000 ways to manifest something. But my number one tip to manifest is to think in terms of what side beliefs that person has, because that's the way you're able to like keep up this frequency, this energy all the time of someone who already has that thing. Me, for instance, I did not used to like academia, I did not used to like studying, but I just had to do it as a backup, right? But because of this belief, I don't like to do it. Whenever I would sit down to study, I would not actually want to study, and for very obvious reasons. If you're constantly telling yourself this is something you don't like, you will not be consistent on it. You need to actually like something to be consistent on it. And because of this, I embodied this vibe of somebody who likes studying. I would answer all the questions in class. I would always be curious about what the teacher was saying. I would ask a lot of questions. I would give the image to people around me that I'm this kind of a person in the class. But even when I used to go out of the class, I would carry that image with me. You know why? Because if I'm just only in the classroom acting this way, and the minute I'm outside the classroom, I'm immediately someone who is put off by studying, that just won't match up, will it? You can't just be acting like that for a certain period of time. You have to act like that all the time. Either it's like this, if you're someone who's into self-development like me, because I really think these kind of things that teach you how to have good character, how to have resilience and so on, which are good things to use. Or you can just have an abundance mindset full time. You can just think everything just works out for me, but I am just someone who likes to work on a self-concept, or self-esteem, and this is exactly why we have this channel as well. It's self-development. It's not per se just manifestation. That's an aspect I definitely cover here. Another tip I would give is having audacity pays. Okay, for example, you want to be somebody who aces in some creative career. So let's just say society has all these beliefs that being an artist is hard, being an artist is not going to get you money, and how can you be that successful, so on and so forth, and because of that you don't want to start, right? Literally watch the video of any successful artist, entrepreneur, whatever you want to become. See what kind of patterns, core beliefs those people have, and start acting like those. For example, I was watching this video in which this girl said, I have had so many billionaire friends and these are their traits. And so one of the things she said was, none of these people take no for an answer. A no is a maybe, and that maybe we are going to make it a yes. That is the amount of audacity they have. You think someone who has got to the top, has become an entrepreneur, would have got there without thinking, I can never become this successful? Not possible. It's not just luck, it's the mindset you need to hack. Okay, a person who is successful would never be telling themselves at the start, at your age when you're young, that I cannot do this. They are there because in the first place they could believe that they could do it. People who are famous, who do things that are not considered possible, or who have like crazy amounts of money, have that success, are at that place because they have the audacity to think that much of themselves. It's about audacity. The way to be able to think that way about yourselves, and if you have beliefs in this regard about who am I to think this way about me, you're humble, that's good, but that also means we need to put in some work. Okay, why not? Why can't you think this? Maybe you don't have the skills now, but anybody who got the skills would have had first thought, yeah, it's because I want to become this kind of a person, so I need these skills. You are at that same place, so why not? Audacity is everything. I have this pasted on my wall. Don't have confidence, have audacity. Okay, I also don't believe that a lot of YouTubers say it can just come into you without any effort. I don't believe in without any effort, but I do think manifestation can make your life easier, and it should be flowing to you more effortlessly than putting in like effort day and night 24/7. And so what I do is, I actually don't manifest many specific things. I manifest signs. I'm like, if I'm on the right path, give me a sign. If I want to pursue this, give me a sign. So I remember when I was in high school and I wanted to try out something, like I wanted to start applying for something, or get some experience, but I was still studying. So I wanted something that wouldn't take away all the time from my academics and would not like deteriorate my results, but also give me the experience. I manifested that certain opportunity. First of all, I believed it existed. That belief is key. Okay, you have to think in terms of abundance mindset. Anything is possible. Number two, I asked for it. A lot of people don't ask for things, don't ask for signs, right? And thirdly, I believed it was evident it would come to me. Like, I was like, I'm open to receiving it. It would come to me in 1,000 ways. Like, you ask for something, you believe it, you receive it. That's how manifestation kind of works, right? And I remember I was on my 20 minutes walk, and when I reached home, I opened my tablet, I received a mail, and this was just my Friday mail that I had like just subbed to this site that I had subbed for like a long time now, because I just kind of grew up reading their articles, and every Friday they have like a post, right? So I opened their site, I read the article, and for the first time, for whatever reason, I went on the home page, and then I saw a section there, Write for Us, and I had never seen that section. So obviously, I was in school, I was not very skilled, but their articles were specifically like psychology and the kinds of things I'm basically good at pretty naturally. And also, they wanted like one article every month, and I was like, this is more than doable. And so I got that in like 20 minutes. I manifested it in like 20 minutes. Like, I just wanted to make sure I at least apply to something and don't just keep waiting, that I can at least start. And I wanted like a cue for it, you know. And I would see all these things that wouldn't really align to my current situation, and I just didn't feel good to apply for those things, because I was like, what's even the point? Even if I get it, I would have to like deny it. So what would be the point, right? So I could apply to this thing. So that's another thing. Know what you want. Be clear on what you want. I was very clear on what kind of thing I wanted to apply for. You know, something that wouldn't hinder my academia, something that would still give me experience, and something that I was already good at and would not need to develop much more skill sets for. And would also give me some directions as to what skill sets I should develop in future. So these were the 4 things I knew, and these 4 were what I asked for. You can also journal what exactly you need. Becoming clear is highly underrated. And also, if you have like great amounts of self-awareness, that's very good, because you know exactly where exactly a certain action of yours comes from, where exactly, why do you do that, what you do, you know. Maybe you're aware of your core beliefs, and you know that it's because of this core belief I acted this way, or I reacted this way, I responded this way, I do this because of this core belief. And if you kind of connect all these things to your core beliefs, I think when you think in terms of how would a person who has this thing act, believe, or feel in general, you would start thinking about what kind of core feelings would generate this. And if you can do that, believe it's yours. Like, that thing is yours, okay? And by the way, sometimes when I asked for what I wanted to manifest, something was taken away from me. And at these points, it's like, oh, I asked for something and something got taken away instead. Manifestation doesn't exist and all those things. But what's really happening is you're not ready to receive. And because of that, that thing was taken away, so that you can come to a mental state where you are ready to receive it, or get the resources so that you're ready to actually receive it, you know. For example, when it came to like career things, I was very open to receiving. I could manifest like instantly. But when it came to people, friendships, social life, I had these limiting beliefs that I did not know about, and because of that, the people I had were also taken away from me. And suddenly I just felt like that sense of connection was gone, and I felt kind of bored, and I'm just not like this, and so I felt very weird. But because of that, those beliefs, they were triggered, they were brought to the surface. And once I dealt with that, after a few months, I got a good group of friends that I'm very happy with. I think I'm very blessed to have these people. And I also realized that I actually don't want like a huge friendship group. Like a lot of people, you know, might say, or even I thought I would like a huge friendship group, but I don't, because I'm just very exclusive with my energy, okay? So that is something I realized, and these were important things that I had to realize. So sometimes things are taken away from you so that you can identify what your limiting beliefs are, so that you can become open to receiving it, so that you can work on it, and yeah, so that when you do receive it, you don't just push it away. So that's it for this video. I don't want it to get too long. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, subscribe if this helped, share with your other people. I will be uploading like a channel trailer, more videos soon. And follow me on Instagram, because I post there even when I like don't have time to record a full video, but I'm able to record reels, like short reels, and post them there. So they're like reminders for you guys. Though now I will be posting on YouTube for a while, but just in case I have exams again or something, I've realized that's like a good backup to have. It makes sure I'm in front of a camera, that I don't forget how to speak in front of a camera, because yes, it is weird. And yeah, I just really love to do this. So I hope this video was helpful. Bye.